The Americans and Turks have agreed to work together in order to seize and then control Raqqa, which is the de facto capital of the Islamic State. This is a very important decision as this will also include the Kurds, and for a long time as well, the Kurds have been sworn enemies of the Turks. Raqqa is the home of the Islamic State, as this is where most of their leaders reside. This and Raqqa and Mosul. This decision has both positives and negatives. It will include the Kurds, the Turks, the Americans, and other Arab militaries. However, it will not include Assad and the Shiite groups, as well as Russia. Raqqa is home to 200,000 people, mostly Sunni Arabs. So the positives of this, well, there are some positives to this. This will definitely strike the Islamic State, as this is their capital, and if you're going to go take them out, the best place to start is their capital. So this will definitely be an advancement in the war against the Islamic State. However, this won't be easy, as there's not much holding the Islamic State back to hide behind civilians. There are some other positives, being that finally the Turks and the Kurds are showing some form of cooperation to work together. But there's no sign of this in terms of working together with the Syrian government, and this is where it's a problem. The US will be funding, to an extent, a different side of the war than Russia, and this is very scary for both Americans and Russians, as well as Syrians. This is quite scary because we've seen it before. Taking out the dictator usually doesn't work. We've seen this in Iraq, Libya. We've seen it we've seen it all over the place. And this could be some causing tension. This could cause tension to rise, and really only time will tell. First of all, we'll have to see if they even go through with this plan to take Raqqa in the time being. But for now, it looks kind of scary because they're not working with Syria. This is a city in Syria, and if they're going to be capturing it without the consent of Syria and without the cooperation of Syria, this could open the door to further tensions, and this could cause a lot of confusion. And the situation itself is already incredibly confusing and quite insane. So this step only adds to that. The only positive is that it might hurt the Islamic State. So we'll have to see. I'll be on it, and hopefully the cooperation between all sides of the war starts to rise, because cooperation is key.